Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to me.
Great. Godo time.
Well said, Mr. Godo.
I hope you enjoyed Godo time. It's over now.
I understood exactly what you said. At least up until the end, anyway.
And at the beginning and everything between that.
Now then, Mr. Godo, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides.
Oh, God.
This is my aim going away message. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. That's my Zango header.
Wow.
The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug.
Godo would have one of those signatures.
That's my
that just
forum
has
signature.
Quote after quote, yeah.
So then you mean, forget it. What do you mean?
He would definitely have like some kind of Sonic the Hedgehog character image too, like a banner.
With like red eyes.
Yeah.
During yesterday, or there should be a Godo-themed Sonic OC.
I'm sure someone has done it.
Really, like a white-haired with red visor.
He already
If
looks
it's
Sonic.
not,
yes.
someone make it, please.
He's got the spiky
Godo the
hair.
Hedgehog. During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit
Funny.
her role in the crime.
Glad we can have fun here.
But today, she has had a change of heart.
Oh,
Sister
Phantom
Iris
Thieves.
of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make.
The confession? The defendant?
Did they steal her heart? What happened? Iris. Why didn't she discuss this with me first? Why did someone tap his microphone? It's probably really loud. Don't do it more!
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
And there she is. Oh.
Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Cool.
My weird rules.
Cool rule.
Cool rule. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at the Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's all right. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Ms. Elise Donim?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it.
What?
That's pretty weird.
Hey, why would you do that? You should-
Very curious to know why you did
Whenever I see a dead body that I killed,
Right.
I just leave it right where it is.
Yep, I take a photo and I
Oh,
go about my way.
murderous Charlie Brown adult. The one of you. Not a great guy. Order in the court. Order. Well, witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What? Yeah, and you just take a photo, you go by your way, post it on Facebook. Hey guys, I saw a corpse today. What's up? Give me those likes. Subscribe. That's fucked up. 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat.
Ha! Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something.
Huh. Interesting take.
It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite?
You know, everybody has done something bad before. I don't know, I'm trying to be like you, just saying shit that doesn't mean anything. Ugh, that Godo. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. I'm gonna rip it up and throw it away.
Put it in a garbage can?
It's it's on the floor.
There's one right there.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
you put it in your pocket.
the floor is
but
closer.
It said you put it in your pocket. The text.
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you.
I wish the game would yes and me a little bit.
No.
Like, just play with me, game.
Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle. Or a life jacket.
Or a
basic
captain.
survival supplies.
food.
Or a medical kit.
Or a flare gun?
Or like a water supply.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Kurine tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family? Like Naruto?
Yes, just like Naruto. And that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Kurine channeling technique.
Sometimes the text goes a little bit
Mystic
slow.
Maya Fey. Oh my god. Huh?
You're really savoring that one.
Wake up and smell the coffee. Try
I
it.
smell it every day because
Ah, yes.
of
Love
you.
it. Sometimes it's gotta savor that Folgers.
She's naming Maya.
Can I get some of that, Folgers?
Where's Maya?
There's nothing better.
Order! Order in the court! So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer.
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
Objection! That's ridiculous. Maya could never do a.
Shut up.
God,
The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time.
that kind of hurt, Your Honor.
Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction.
Whenever you... God, I'm gonna try to adjust this thing so I stop hitting
Don't fucking touch it.
Because I'm moving my fucking water cup.
It's just too thirsty.
I'm such a thirsty
You gotta
boy.
control that thirst.
Okay.
The wheel motor.
I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
Huh. Well, we know it's a sword, but they don't know that we know.
So it was in self-defense.
That's interesting.
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked me first.
Or who attacked first? I don't know.
That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You move the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal.
I actually just thought it'd be funny. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by
That
a true criminal.
Oh, the Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And the person who did go was...
That woman. The shadow figure.
Who could it be?
Who could that possibly be?
Iris even admitted it. We've also talked about it's Dahlia.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Why I'm still thinking in vague terms about that woman, but I don't know. I'm an enigma. I went to Inner Temple at night, saw it all happen in Gordon. I saw mystically strike with this.
Yeah, but it's probably the weapon like we have.
You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean, Ms. Faye?
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
Couldn't even smell.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
All of my senses just turned off. This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
Probably just that it's a sword. Why would you strike if it's a sword? Seems like, or do we have that in our evidence?
We do,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like wondering. I think that's it. I think that's right.
Right.
But I'm wondering if it's like, oh, you could still hit someone with.
There's
but
this
I'm
point about this being something that
But
only
I'm
me and
pretty
Gumshoe
sure
know.
it's.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's this.
Let's try. You never know unless you try, and you find out you were wrong and you fucked up, and everything's wrong and you fucked up, and
I mean,
everything's wrong
obviously,
and
this
I
will come
fucked
up, but we don't
I
know.
definitely fucked up. My entire life has been fucked up. You sound very
We'll have to
foolish.
press. Let's just press each statement that talks about the striking part. And
We'll
maybe
probably
it'll
get
be-
another piece of testimony that's like, because it's definitely only a stab.
Why else you would only strike? There's no reason otherwise.
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a oh, this is probably going to be added. Okay. It's always something like this. and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was Some kind of dagger. A dagger, huh?
Sounds like something to present on.
And Elise Donim tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Ms. Faye?
Yes, exactly.
Ha! It's hilarious.
It's not really.
You looked like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
How'd that go?
You know, horrible.
I guess he thought it was coffee, so that makes sense.
A dark drink?
Put some Worcestershire sauce in his coffee cup.
I drank like 3/4 of it before I realized.
You got pretty far through it. So.
I don't have a working tongue.
That whole thing was just...
Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I have...
Yes, we do.
Remember, I want another statement.
the
I want another statement to present on.
I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, just-
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Yes. Well, nevertheless...
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony so that they can...
Now I can present the staff.
Yes, Mr. Wright, are you okay? Yes.
Oh, now I can present the staff now.
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Finally snapped.
Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Referred by me. I get bonus points if I refer.
Wow.
Okay, now, let's continue.
Oh, look at that.
Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Something strange about what you're doing.
I'm really upset and confused right now. Ms. Donim throwing her staff, like he's not aware of it. It's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ms. Donim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me. Why is
That's why
everybody...
the T-Grade whole thing was like, oh, this tracks. He does this shit all the time.
Sorry, everybody's staring at me
He turns
weird.
big and orange and yells in frustration.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it.
I tried talking about this before. I even brought out the pit, like
But,
the staff, and
just-
showed you the sword, but you were like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
I didn't have the right statement to present on.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a sword.
Again, I'm showing you for the second time.
If Elise Donim really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger.
Or it was like in like conversation where you like want to say something and people talk over you,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, I guess I'll talk about it later or something.
Yeah. Actually, on this point, she could use a different weapon. Just because she has a sword in her staff doesn't mean that has to be.
If you have a sword in your cane,
Yeah. But
you would just bring it out.
Maybe, I guess. Not when she already had a beautiful 12-inch blade in
It
her
was a
hands
really
already.
great model.
Yeah.
A Kaneheiser? I love that model.
Oh, I got a Kaneheiser. I swear by
Oh,
it.
yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I started out with
from my comments.
Yeah, I used to start with Stabworth, but then I found that they get kind of rusty after a while.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
Canesworth really holds its form really well.
Are you on Sword Cane Geek? Because Sword Cane Geek is great.
You guys like talk about this in recess or something. It's very distracting.
By the way, I just want to point out that was a really good pun on my part. There's a site called Board Game Geek.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is Sword Cane Geek.
Sword Game Geek. Yeah.
Sword Cane Geek? Just saying.
Yeah, it's good. Just let's stop and say
I just want people to appreciate that.
Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say to...
There's only 3 users
Fun and
on
Drove?
Sword Cane Geek. Objection! I've thought about subscribing, but that was an impressive bit of investigating, Trite.
I don't know what the top sword would be on Sword King Geek.
It's a golden galleon blade. Golden galleon blade.
Golden Galleon.
It's the gloom blade, and I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this? Why didn't I put it yet?
I don't know, why did I do that?
I'm scared though. A long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in close quarters
Well,
combat.
that's what you got to look out for. Is you have a trade-off when you get the size. And sword talk gets me going.
Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Gotta love swords.
Well,
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony.
But there is something strange about this whole testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor.
For once.
The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright?
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Maybe I'll show it to you on the next episode.
Or maybe not.
Maybe I'll
if
just
I feel like it.
put it away. Well, I guess you'll lose the case then.
You will lose, but okay.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Bad flex, but okay.